Aloha, sister. I'm so glad to see you here. And I have a question for you. Does it feel like the ground has shifted beneath you? Not just in the world around you, but in your own life? Like the roles you've carried, they just don't fit the same way anymore. Like parts of your identity have quietly fallen away. Like the certainties you once leaned on, they're not solid the way they used to be. And maybe what's most unsettling isn't the change itself. It's that you don't feel as anchored inside yourself as you once did. There's a restlessness, a subtle unsteadiness, an exhaustion, a sense that something old is ending, but the new next step hasn't fully arrived. And beneath all of that, a question keeps rising. Who am I now? Now, you're not broken, and you're not alone. You're standing at a threshold. We are living through a time of massive transformation. What indigenous traditions have spoken about coming for generations, a time of upheaval as old ways collapse around us as we move into a new world of harmony, community, and truth. So it is a threshold. And as old systems are shifting, old ways of being are dissolving, and when the outer world destabilizes, it presses on the inner world too. So it's natural to feel unsettled. It's natural to question. It's natural to feel like you've lost your footing. And if you're a woman in midlife or beyond, you might be feeling this even more deeply because you're not just navigating what's happening in the world. You're also moving through your own personal threshold. Roles that once defined you are shifting. Identities are changing. A huge chapter of your life has ended, and you are looking to who you are now in this new season you are entering. The ancient indigenous traditions also said it will be through the feminine essence rising that we will find our way into the future feminine, living in community through cooperation, collaboration, and co-creation, and brought into a balanced union with the masculine. And the first step is not in fixing yourself, it is restoring unity within. And this is where the ancient Hawaiian teachings of Aloha Lokahi enters. Aloha Lokahi means love and unity, beginning within yourself. Now, most people know aloha as a greeting, and it is, but it is something much older and much deeper. It teaches us balance in life, along with a life-affirming approach toward ourselves and others. It emphasizes a loving, positive way of life grounded in direct action and personal responsibility. Aloha Lokahi reminds us that unity doesn't begin out there, not with the outer world, not with other people. It begins within you. Unity between your spirit and your human self, between your inner knowing and your outer life. And at the heart of Aloha Lokahi is an ancient knowing that Kumu Mahialani Kua Mo'o Henry, Kanaka Maole, a native Hawaiian, shared from her family lineage. You are obviously the best you ever. There are no duplicates. You're it, the original you. The God, goddess, the powers that be made no mistakes. Your mind, your heart, and your spirit were meant to live in love and unity together. And when they are divided, you feel it. Scattered, reactive, unmoored. When you are unified, you feel that too. And there's a word for the steadiness you're looking for in Hawaiian. It's called Pono. And it's not about being morally right. It's about being aligned. And as Kumu Mahialani describes it, there is a right order, a right way, and a right approach to this human journey. Pono just feels right. It is something you do, something you are, something you live. So to be Pono is to have a sense of your place, your purpose, and your power. And you know when you're in Pono. You feel steady, clear, anchored in yourself, even while the world shifts around you. And you know when you're not. In Hawaiian, that state of fragmentation is called Pilikia, losing yourself in the trauma and drama swirling around you. And you are always moving in one of two directions, toward Pilikia, reactivity, fragmentation, fear, and where we find the lessons that our spirit has come here to learn, or toward Pono, being in harmony, personal sovereignty, and alignment. Now, this is not judgment. It is simply how energy works. And as we go through our daily life, opportunities will come up for you to choose Pono or Pilikia. And the question is, how do you bring yourself back to Pono when you feel yourself falling into Pilikia? This is where the teachings of Mana Iho becomes essential. Mana Iho is what Kumu Kaleo calls your self-greatness. It is the divine spark within you, not something you earn, not something you acquire through achievement. It is the recognition that you are a spiritual being who has chosen to come in and be involved as part of this human experience to grow and evolve even more into your spirit greatness. It is in having self-awareness, in remembering who you are. Now, Western cultures have taught you that if you feel unstable, something is wrong within you, that you need fixing, improving, healing. But Hawaiian wisdom begins somewhere else entirely. It begins with this: you are already perfect as a spirit being in love. And the only thing that happens is that you've forgotten who you are, forgotten your Mana Iho, because it got buried under the layers of conditioning placed on us by this modern Western fault-finding society that we have been brought up in. Beneath conditioning, beneath survival patterns, beneath trauma. But it remains intact, waiting for you to remember. So how do you remember? When you find yourself pulled into chaos around you? How do you return to your Mana Iho? How do you restore Pono? Well, in my next video, I'm going to share the 2 ancient practices that do exactly that. And I'll see you there. Aloha po mai kai. Love and blessings always.